This video is for everybody who wants to extract contact information from LinkedIn so that the result you have is a CSV file like this one, where you have first name, last name, the title. This is something that works for any industry, and of course you get email address, phone number, website, company, and so much more. And most importantly, the CSV files you can generate here are huge and massive. So the platform I use for this is Leads.cm, and it's specifically made to extract unlimited contact information for cold emailing and cold calling. So let me first very quick show you what the old way is on how to extract LinkedIn contact information and how you can then do it with Leads.cm, very affordable and with free inbuilt email verification, and how to use our mass export. So as you can see here, there are two old ways, either LinkedIn Sales Navigator or the pay-per-credit databases. So LinkedIn Sales Navigator has a few very good benefits. You have a lot of filters. It's in general a very good lead source, or at least the concept is very great, and the potential is huge. But the CSV result has no email, no phone number, and a lot of missing company data for personalization or researching. And on top, the pricing is very heavy and you have huge limits. So you pay around $100 per month, but you don't get actually the useful and valuable data. And then of course you have low messaging options, low export options, and you only have access to limited data points. But as said, the potential is huge. That's why there are pay-per-credit databases. So you have a lot of filter options, way more than even LinkedIn Sales Navigator has, but the exporting options are very limited. So you often can't really export contact information as CSV. It's possible, but limited. And the main focus is to use the contacts inside the platform. So it's not the main purpose to export CSVs and then use them further. And the biggest problem is of course the pricing. So you have a pay per contact pricing. That means their goal is to charge as high as possible per contact. And this is a little bit why the curve looks like this one here, where the cost just rises with your demands. LinkedIn scrapers are the same. And of course, when you want to export a lot of contact information, as you can see here, the pricing per 100k exports can be very expensive with these tools here. And don't get me wrong, it's a very good way when you're very advanced, when you have a high budget, a huge sales team. But when you're a beginner, just want to learn prospecting or learn cold emailing, play a little bit around, and want to have contact information in a low budget, then this is just not the optimal solution. Later, this can be a very great solution. So really don't get me wrong here. Also, they have a lot of features that Leads.cm is not providing. But in general, with Leads.cm, you don't have all these problems. You have unlimited exports, including phone and email. There's no credit-based pricing. The price doesn't rise when you export more contact information. You have included free inbuilt email verification, what is very rare, and all filters are instantly unlocked. So before I show you how to select the filters, use the free email verification or the mass export function, let me actually show you how to create a Leads.cm account. So you simply type in Leads.cm, and here you see you have no export limits and it's only $20 per month. So this is the pricing. There's no annually charge. There are no upsells. It's only $20 for unlimited access to the platform. When you're on the website, you can just click on Get Unlimited Leads Now here. And then first you see what you get. And on the right side is the checkout. So when you scroll down here, you can use the coupon code YT10. Then you get 10% off. This is specific for this YouTube channel here. Very important, type in your right email address because we will send an activation email to this email address. After you created your account, you can click on login here. So now we have 3 lead sources. So we have LinkedIn leads, we have Instagram leads, and technology lookup. I've made to all these 3 lead sources some videos. So when you want to learn on how to exactly use them, just check out my past videos. Here we'll just give a broad overview on how LinkedIn compares to the alternative solutions and how you can make good use of the platform. So the 3 main features that are important for you is of course that it's easy to filter for contacts, then the verification, and then of course that you can easily export contact information. So when you click on build LinkedIn lead list, you first select your country. So I can select United States. And as you can see already here, the filters here are very similar to LinkedIn Sales Nav or pay-per-credit databases. So you just have job title, keywords, industries, company size, location, technologies, revenue, and some other fields. So as you also can see, the filters are not that advanced than other expensive tools, but they're enough to find any ICP, so your ideal customer profile. But let's try to actually find your perfect audience. So first you want to use the job title to find the actual person. So for example, when you want to look for decision makers, you can type in owner, CEO, founder. Maybe you want to have the CEO and CFO. You can just type it in, apply it, and then as you can see, the title here will adapt to your filters. Very simple. The next step is to filter for industries, keywords, company size to find the right companies. So keywords just basically looks for everything that a contact here has included. So when I click on contact, for example, the company description, you can just look here for keywords inside the company description. If you want to look for industries, you can just scroll here through the normal LinkedIn industries. So it's exactly the same like with other B2B databases or with LinkedIn Sales Navigator. You just have the normal industries and can filter for them. To apply one, just click on one, then click on apply, then select it. Since I don't know exactly what your target audience is, I'll just leave it as it is. But of course I can click on company size here to only select maybe a little bit smaller companies here, apply it. Then you're of course also able to look for technologies companies use. So you can just see here there are a lot of technologies companies use, for example Apple Pay, Shopify, HubSpot, and a lot more. And of course you're able to look for revenue. Very important, mandatory fields. So when you want to use the contacts for cold emailing, just click on email here and then just apply it. When you want to look for contacts you want to call, you can click on phone. Or when you want to have contacts where you always have the website, just click here and then just apply it. To reset filters, just click here on reset filters. And to browse your contacts, just scroll here, click through the contacts. Very easy. So very important is you have down here to information. So you have the pages here and the datasets here. So pages is basically on the loaded dataset right now. So when I type in very quick CO, applied, and some other filters, then you can see my total results here and you can see results in my dataset. So this dataset here has 6K contacts with these applied filters. And you can see I'm dataset 1. When I just click on dataset 2 here, then it just loads contacts new that are not in this dataset. And the same with pages, of course. You can just look for all pages in this specific dataset. This dataset now has 125 pages for the applied filters. This is important when you want to export a page. Then you just export the page you're on right now. When you click on mass export, you just export the contacts of the dataset you're on right now. And when you click on automated mass export, you can select how many datasets you want to have exported. Very important, when you click here on mass export, it will take time to export these contacts because contacts are loading in the background. So make sure to have perfect applied filters. Maybe test before with only mass export or export page if you really like these contacts. And only then when you're sure about your target audience, select automated mass export and export all your results. And yes, it will take some time, but when you're sure about your results, it will pay off and you don't have to actually do anything. So when I just select your 1 to 5 and click on save, it just runs in the background. Don't click on cancel until it's finished. And then when it's in the end finished, you will just have a massive CSV file with all contact information. So let's talk about the free email validation, a tool you want to use before you export the contacts. So I skipped a little bit of step here, already showed you the mass export. I also made a video on mass export in case you have more questions about it. Just check it out on this channel here. And to verify your email, just click on email status here and select the email status. This is especially important when you want to send cold emails, and it's not that important when you want to dial or cold call. So for example, I can click on only valid contacts. That's around 98% accuracy. And I can of course click on good. These are also emails that are reachable, but they could be catch all emails. To be 100% sure, I always recommend using third-party email verification. But when you don't have the budget, it's as I said, a very great way to start. So just hit apply here. And now only my valid and good emails are loaded. Be aware when you click on email here, then you have only contacts that 100% have email included. And when you eliminate this one, you have all contacts and the ones with valid emails included. So just play around with the right filters so you have a perfect CSV file. And as I said, the most important step is to always test around, export a page, use the mass export here before you run the automated mass export. Then you don't waste any time and will be satisfied with your result. And yeah, that's a very beginner-friendly way on how to get data from LinkedIn contacts using Leads.cm. Don't forget to use the coupon code YT10. And for further questions, check out my other videos on this YouTube channel and subscribe for more videos where we'll show you more about how to use the platform, on actual results you get, finding specific target audiences, and a lot more. We see us in the next one.